up to play a deadly escape room game for money one time is cool, but 28 times? Insane. Shiboyugi, playing death games to put food on the table, follows a young girl Yuki who signs up to repeatedly play escape rooms that have deadly consequences for not winning. The show opens with her 28th game in a room of mostly first and second timers, and even a girl who actually didn't sign up to play at all. Can they make it through this game alive? This is a show I've been watching on Netflix. It's currently airing a new episode every Wednesday. The setup is pretty simple. You can sign up to play games for money, but if you die in the game, you die in real life. That's about as straightforward as it can get. Some people do it for thrill, some for money, some get a win and don't play again. Others keep playing like our main character, and some never live to play another game. They have to navigate through a location and avoid traps, as well as figure out a way to escape. The survival rate is about 70% overall, but much worse for first timers. Yuki's goal is to beat 99 games, so we have a bit of a journey to go on to see if she makes it to that goal or not. If that ain't a high anxiety ride, then I really don't know what is. Now, something about me, I love escape rooms. Up until a few years ago, I actually had a perfect record, but I think I'm like 2-2 now, so I really need to go break the tie. And quite naturally, I love films like Escape Room 1, Escape Room 2, No Escape Room, Q, Ready or Not, but the movies that felt the most similar to this anime for me was actually the Saw series, especially Saw 5 and Jigsaw, because they featured group traps that required both teamwork and sacrifice. Just like this show. As you can see, the premise of this show was interesting to me and reeled me right on in. Now, more importantly, what did I actually think about it? Let me know right now, is this your cup of tea? Is this kind of show your vibe? Do you like to watch shows or movies that involve deadly games? Let me know in the comments. All right, let's hop into the dislikes because I always do those first. Number 1, I don't know if it's intentional, but you can't see face details when the characters are far away, and it's very irritating. It will literally be an instant switch to a faceless, detailless person if they are just even a hair too far away from the camera. Now that might sound small, but it kind of worked my nerves, if we're being honest. Number 2, the setup of this show, there is no gore, and I think it could have used just a little bit of blood, not a whole lot, but just a little bit. It's replaced by fluff, almost like the inside of a teddy bear. And they actually mention this in the show that the people watching them play the games might get turned off if there's too much blood. And I think this is a double entendre for the actual anime itself and how viewers might view the show as well. Third, the animation overall is just strange. Sometimes it just looks lazy, like drawings I used to make in school. No kind of depth or details. When the people and the things are up close, it's great. It's perfect. Now, just disclaimer, I really don't speak on animation or art styles unless it's polarizing, and this one was strange enough for me to mention it. Now, before you think I'm dragging it, let me tell you why I'm still watching. So the first reason is the premise. I've already talked about this enough, so I won't drag it out, but yes, I love escape rooms, any kind of thing like that, I'm in there. Next, there's an air of mystery. Now, most animes aren't going to give away everything in the first season, let alone the first few episodes, but there's an art form to mystery. This show raises a lot of questions right off the bat, but they slowly tease out the answers only to raise more questions. So it feeds you just enough to make you stay invested. It left me ready for the next Wednesday to see what the hell was gonna happen next. And just this one like alone really makes up for everything in the show that I don't like, which is pretty rare. I don't think that's ever happened for a show. Third, despite Yuki making some questionable decisions, I'm really rooting for her to win. A main character winning me over early in the show is rare, but it's actually important. Even if I'm not 100% on their side yet, there has to be something there to keep me watching. And she is outstanding, phenomenal, 10s. 8 down. Finally, it's giving hardcore escape room. It made me think, if this were to happen in real life, would I risk my life to put food on the table? It was only a quick thought though, because don't worry, the answer is hell no. But it did make me think, so bonus points for that. Now, this isn't a like or dislike, but it was strange that the returners to the games don't always speak as if they've won the game before. They were kind of asking questions like they didn't know what was going on. And maybe some are just more low-key than others, which makes me think it could be strategic, so I ain't really mad at it. Now, during the games, there's a counter that shows like this out of 33 maybe. And I still haven't figured out what that means yet, but this is another example of the mystery. And maybe I just ain't paying attention enough though, but we're gonna see. Overall, this isn't a perfect show, but it's gripping enough that I keep coming back week to week. If you like strategy heavy survival games and you don't need a whole lot of blood to feel the tension, then this is absolutely worth the watch. However, if for this kind of setup of a show, if you're expecting to see a lot of gore, then you might be a little disappointed because remember, there is none. Yet and still, be prepared to see some savage. I really hope you loved this video, and if you did not, I'm so sorry to hear that. Maybe next time. Actually, you should tune back in Friday because I'm going to be talking about gore more in depth. If you want recommendations for more dark, twisted stories, then I have a playlist for that. So go check it out and don't forget to subscribe. When one arc ends, another one begins. See you next time.